Hey, this is Casey, and I'm 1 Marigold. Let's build my tomato trellis. Hey there. I am sitting on what I am going to fondly call Tomato Alley. This year, I will be growing more tomato plants than I ever have before. Oliver is here in the corner hoping that I'm going to throw the frisbee for him, so you just might hear him yipping a little bit while I'm talking. We'll just ignore him. Last year I grew 65 pounds of my own tomatoes, and I bought another 20 pounds from the farmer's market, and last year was the first year I did a ton of canning and preserving, and I loved it. Obsessed. I don't ever... Hilda? I don't ever want to not have my own spaghetti sauce in my house ever again. I don't want to buy store-bought. It looks weird. It looks kind of like brownish and I don't know, just not great. So I definitely have a bigger goal for growing. I want to try to get 140 pounds of tomatoes this year. I think I can do it. Most of my varieties behind me are pasting varieties. I have one called Big Mama and another one is San Marzano. In the past, I've used cages to stake up my tomato plants. And if you have ever Googled cages and the use of them in gardening circles, you will get a ton of gardeners who have real strong feelings about cages. Some love them, some hate them, and they will let you know. Personally, I don't have an issue using cages. Not everybody is out here looking to grow pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds. They are cost effective. They will support your plants. Yeah, things might get a little crowded in there sometimes, but no reason not to use cages. However, for me personally this year, I have a more aggressive growing goal than I have had in the past. And I want to grow 140 pounds of tomatoes. I have estimated that's about what I will need to make my own tomato products to last me throughout the course of the year. So, because of that, I needed to start growing different types of tomatoes. I needed to move from determinate to indeterminate. And I needed to look for tomatoes specifically for pasting, so pasting tomatoes. So this year I am growing, some of my tomatoes are Big Mama and some are San Marzano. And both of those are going to grow big and prolific, and they're going to want to vine. They're going to want to grow out. They're going to keep growing all summer long, which is how I'm hoping to get to that 140 pounds of tomatoes. So I now want to move past the cages because I want my vines to be able to get big and spread out and grow as much as they possibly can. So I'm going to try my hand at building a trellis. I am going to be using a hoop system. I did not invent this idea. I got it from other social media creators myself. So don't give me credit for the idea itself. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to try to execute it. So I'm going to show you my supplies, but you're going to need some PVC pipe or some hoops. You're going to need some connectors, and you're going to need a surface or bricks or something like that to hook your hoops down into. And I'm going to take you along for the ride, and I might make a whole bunch of mistakes, or I might not. It might turn out great. So we'll build the hoops, and then we will train string to go through the hoops and down to the plants so that my plants can climb up the string and get supported by the hoop. It will also have the secondary benefit of creating a structure that I can throw shade cloth over in case our temperatures just get too hot for the tomatoes to be happy in. So here we go, let's get started. Okay, in terms of supplies, first one up, you're gonna need something to make hoops with. You can buy hooping material from gardener supply stores. However, I am just using PVC pipe. It is 1/2 inch PVC pipe, 10 feet long. And this has the lower PSI, so it's like 315 PSI. And that just means it's a thinner shell, easier to bend, go forth. In addition, I'm going to need a few other supplies. I have got some rebar. These are 2-foot pieces of rebar by about 1/3 of an inch. So they're going to fit up inside the PVC. I have got some of these galvanized tube straps. They come in a pack of 10. This is what is going to connect the pipe and the bar to my pallets. I've got some screws that are going to fit in the holes I need. I've got my drill and my drill bits, and that should hopefully be it. Hi friends. Okay, well, we had a slight rain delay and a wardrobe change. So it's a couple days later, but I am ready to put in these hoops. So I have a plan in my head about how this is going to go, but I am going to do the first hoop start to finish all by itself first. And if the plan works, then I'll do it to the last 3. So we're going to get on the ground. I got my drill and my drill bit ready. We're going to mark out where the pipe brackets are going to go, and then we're going to drill our pilot holes for our screws. Okay, so let's first mark out where our bracket is going to go. And I warn you, I'm not going to be like perfect about this. I never am. It's just fine. We're just doing it. Okay. Oops. Gonna hold it up just to make sure. Gorgeous. Love it. Let's do the other side. Just to roughly keep my drill holes horizontal, I have laid out the piece of pipe, and that end matches where it will go through on that end. That way I know where down here I need the second bracket to go. Oops. I've marked where I want my holes to go to match the bracket. Let's drill them in. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, let's get it hooked up. All right, so I have changed up my drill bit for a Phillips tip to put my screws in. We are going to screw in the pipe band lightly, and then we're gonna hook one end of the hoop in, and then we'll tighten it up, and then we'll go do the other side. Whoop. Okay, now I have got my pipe, or my rebar, and my pipe. This is gonna go like this. And the pipe is gonna just slip down over the top into the bracket. So it's hanging in there kind of loose right now, but that's okay because I don't want to over tighten it until I put in the other side. So let's go do the other side. Oh my gosh, that is so slick. Ah, holy bananas. So I don't want to brag too hard, but that worked exactly how I was hoping it would. It is in there, it is secure. There's a little wobble, just a little, but it's standing up straight. And then when we tie the string, that's even going to help secure everything and tighten it up a little more. All right, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do the rest of the hoops exactly the same way. And I have, I think, 2 extra of those little pipe brackets. So I think when all is said and done, if anything needs just a little bit more security, like way, down in the corner, I can always add more support. Hell yeah, let's keep going. I am ridiculously happy with how this is going so far. Super easy, haven't totally screwed anything up. And now I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to start stringing it up. Okay, I have got one of my tomato plants strung up, and what I did is way down at the base, I have loosely tied a loose knot of twine around the base of the stem. I don't want it to be too tight because that stem is going to grow and get quite a bit bigger. And then you lightly just corkscrew the twine around the stem. And you'll notice I have the twine pretty loose, and I want it pretty loose because I want there to be some slack because there's going to be wind and those plants need to ebb and flow with the wind a little bit, but they also need to be able to climb. So it gives enough slack to let it keep growing and to give me room to continue to wrap the twine around the stem as it goes. And then up at the very top, I've given myself an extra couple of feet just in case, and I've just loosely wrapped it around the top. And I've just loosely wrapped around the top, and then just a nice easy overhand knot on the other side. And that's it. And there we go, finished product. Everybody is strung. Everybody got a nice little prune to keep the airflow going. These two tomatoes on the sides, I actually have two strings. I don't know how that's gonna work, but whatever. It's just where we're at. I've got plenty of space to get in between and to continue to prune and to harvest. And I left everything sort of loose for the moment until I see how things come in. That way I can completely adjust or add more tension as I need to. So there you go. Just like that. Tomato trellis. Couldn't have been easier. Couldn't have been easier. Just, I was very pleased at how the hoops came together and the string and everything. So I'm really excited to have this project done. I have a 140-pound tomato goal this year. So hopefully this bad boy will get me there. We'll see. As I adjust, as I change, I will keep you guys in the loop and let you know what's working for me and what doesn't. As I've mentioned before, this is not my idea. There's tons of YouTube creators that have grown using this method. One that I really like, he explains things in a very simple, easy way, is James Pregoni. I'll throw his little card link up there. Give it a go. If you've tried it and you love it, let me know. If you've seen me do something wrong, let me know. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give me a like. It really helps me out. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this and you want to just come along as I keep growing, please hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and I'm going to talk to you again soon. See you on the next one. Bye.